reading novels, and that's interestingly the thing that got me and my team talking to each other.
I am very interested in economics and financials, and in the future I aspire to be an economist.
We want to do something for the women of this country, and through our project we hope we're able to achieve that.
We have been friends since 9th grade. We met in school a lot, we met in momo joints, we met in gardens, parks, so we became very close.
Our main focus was the rural women of India.
We have come up with the idea of making a sanitary pad.
So, well, first was finding out which material we could use to create a pad. Well, we were actually studying about sugarcane bagasse, so that's when we found out about it.
All of our ingredients are completely natural and biodegradable. It's free of chemicals and SAPs, which are usually there in mainstream pads.
Extremely affordable, reusable, and very safe to the user.
This is something that has never been done in India before.
Yes, it's going to be cost effective. In fact, each pad of ours is just for 2 rupees.
My parents were in general supportive of our friendship and our projects.
In fact, they've always motivated me. All 3 of us made a joint effort.
Team Udaan, you deserve better, you deserve natural.
I really enjoy web surfing, like getting to know about the latest information in our world. Alzheimer's or dementia in general affect more than 65 million people in the world who are mainly elderly. So unfortunately, my grandmother was also one amongst many. And I was brainstorming a lot about, how I would come up with this device. And I was actually playing a video game back then, and that game had like a tracker, which the player usually has, which points to another person. So that's where the idea came in, and I wanted to build something similar, which would help Alzheimer's patients specifically. My solution is basically a simple wristband, which the Alzheimer's patient wears. It monitors all their body conditions, like their body movements, their pulse rate, and body temperature. So as soon as the patient, gets up and starts wandering, an alert is automatically sent to the caregiver. One such thing which I came up with is called the daily reports function, where all the health data of the Alzheimer's patient is automatically sent to the caregiver.
हेमिश उनको दादी को बहुत प्यार करता है और सब प्रोजेक्ट को उनको भी दिखाते हैं और डिस्कस करता है उनसे.
Being affected by this disease, she didn't have any control over her body, and there were many cases where she used to wander at midnight or early morning. I wanted to build something that would serve both humanity and my passion.
I aspire to become an astrophysicist in the near future and work at ISRO and serve the nation.
I really want to make humans capable of traveling in space and make them interstellar species one day.
Well, I always wanted to go in the field of space research, and hence I decided to join this esteemed institution.
हम घूमते हैं कॉलेज में, बहुत फन करते हैं फ्रेंड्स के साथ. इवन वी गो टू कैफेज इन कॉलेज एंड कभी कभार बंक भी कर लेते हैं.
My project idea actually started back in the year 2019 when I discovered in an article in a Mumbai Daily that Marine Drive, a Mumbai Bay, has been greatly affected because of micro-nanoplastics. That's when I thought of a prototype or a product that will be capable of first detecting those micro-nanoplastics and then collecting them in an MBR chamber and bringing back to the land.
Well, first of all, I was surprised that something like this could actually happen or not.
Idea was quite complex, like detecting the micro nanoplastic and then removing it. I mean, I was like, will it even work?
I shared this idea first with my mother, and she's a very tough critique to satisfy. Nitika Pathak is superb in electronics part, and Akshita Gaba is totally a maniac in designing and fabrication.
When we told everyone about that, how we will save the biodiversity and environment, everyone was convinced and they supported us through the process.
We decided to name it Aquarius.
Our motto is to save the marine life, nature first, no compromise.
When we interacted with deaf and blind person, we actually realized how difficult life is for them. So on the way back home, I decided let's create this 8 glass in India. Currently, I am pursuing electronics and telecommunication engineering, 3rd year from Government College of Engineering, Amravati. I started developing the first prototype.
Once during a lecture, I observed Pratik working on some project. He told me that he was facing some problems in machine learning and algorithms part, so I offered him help.
My father is a farmer and my mother is a housewife, so they have enough faith in me that he is doing something right. And they used to say that कि ये अंधे बहरों के लिए चश्मा बना रहा है, but try करना इस बीच में खुद पागल ना हो जाए.
पढ़ाई में एकदम नंबर 1 है और उसकी रुचि ये सब चीज़ों में ही है.
While doing our work, if we get frustrated, we take a break, binge watch movies at night at around 4 o'clock and eat Maggies and enjoy ourselves.
प्रतीक और आर्यन जब मेरे पास आए तो उन्होंने उनका आइडिया बताया कि भी हम स्मार्ट ग्लास हमको बनाना है विद ट्रांसड्यूसर. तो फिर हमने रिसोर्सेस है वो अवेलेबल करके दिए.
By using the bone conduction technology, ABL glasses enable deaf to hear sound. And using the built-in speakers, ABL glasses will speak for mute. By using the same cameras and image processing, ABL glasses enable blind to visualize their surroundings.
Now I got opportunity to work on this wonderful project.
ABL glass is first of its kind, non-surgical, non-adhesive hearing aid device. So this is the journey of ABL glasses.
My Nana, my grandfather, suffers from diabetic foot ulcers. Impacted when I got to know about my Nana's condition. So that was the driving force that I had.
Animation I have been able to do is make a smart patch. Now you just place that patch on your arm or on your waist. Just wait for the readings. These patches are reusable.
We conducted a study of over 100 patients. There were some funny incidents when we were, we invited them into our house saying, we'll give you pizza, we'll give you anything that you require. When they started eating, we just started pricking them saying ki, you know what, we require your blood glucose readings. More than 1 lakh people die every single year while they are sleeping because their blood glucose levels fall below a certain level.
Every diabetic complication has its own monitoring symptoms and points or parameters. But one thing that was important was the blood sugar levels.
Our smart patches eliminates the need of a conscious decision wherein we will notify not only you but even your loved ones whenever your blood glucose levels are out of your safe ranges.
So my father is a chartered accountant and he understands what the startup world is like. So he was of course very supportive of making us get into contact with people.
And we found out that blood glucose monitoring can actually reduce the progression of the disease. We are affordable. Our plan starts as low as 399 rupees a month.
So this comes out to be less than 11-12 rupees a day.
Every person from any strata of the society will be able to afford our product. We have developed something that can help more than 77 million people in India.
When the device comes, we really think that it will help a lot of people.
My hobbies range from playing lawn tennis to doing 3D modeling. The inspiration for this idea came to me when I was in 8th class. I was reading a report which depicted the deaths which are caused by cardiac arrests in an year. I decided to create a device which could provide necessary attention to the sufferers of heart attacks and other cardiac related diseases within the necessary time frame. The project which I am working on is basically a vest which can detect a person's ECG on the go and is available at a cheap cost. When I came up with this idea, the first person with whom I shared this idea was my father because he's a doctor. So I wanted to verify the idea from him to see if it was viable or not. This device can alert the ambulance and can also alert the person's relatives if the person suffers from a heart attack or any problem related to the person's heart's electrical activity.
What he's doing at this stage, that is really a great achievement, but this is not the ending. This is just the beginning.
Especially be warned by those who previously have a history of cardiac illnesses.
As this idea came to his mind, and that really shows that Rushil cares about humanity.
Since it can detect the heart attack 10 to 15 minutes in advance or even a day in advance due to the fluctuation in the person's regular heart electrical activity. I hope that this device will help reduce a large amount of unnoticed cardiac deaths in the future.
वॉलीबॉल में इंटरेस्ट है, नॉवल बहुत पढ़ता हूँ।
मैं एक कंप्यूटर एक्सपर्ट हूँ, मुझे कंप्यूटर की ज़्यादा नॉलेज है। और हम व्हील चेयर कन्वर्टेबल क्रचेस इस प्रोजेक्ट पर काम कर रहे हैं। क्या हम तीनों अच्छे दोस्त हैं। मेरे फादर खुद हैंडीकैप्ड हैं।
जतिन नाम का दोस्त है, उसको चलने फिरने में दिक्कत आती है, एक्सप्रेशन करने में दिक्कत आती है। इसको देखते हुए हमारे दिमाग में यह आइडिया आया।
मैंने कुछ अपने आइडियाज़ दिए, उन्होंने दिए, तो हमने इसको पूरे को कंबाइन करके अपना एक आइडिया बना। प्रोजेक्ट के दौरान हमें दो सबसे बड़ी दिक्कत आई, एक फाइनेंशियल और एक कम्युनिकेशन।
क्योंकि हमारे स्कूल में फ़ोन अलाउड नहीं है, तो उन्होंने फ़ोन भी अलाउड कराए हमारे लिए।
अगर हमें इंटरनेट एक्सेस चाहिए था तो उन्होंने हमें इंटरनेट एक्सेस दिलाया।
हमने आपस में पीपीटी के द्वारा ही एक एनिमेटेड वीडियो में अपना एक्सप्रेशन सिस्टम ऐड किया।
मैंने जब ये बात अपने पेरेंट्स को बताई, वो बहुत खुश हुए। उन्होंने हमें बहुत ज़्यादा एनकरेज किया, हम तीनों को ही। मार्केट में प्रेजेंट ऑटोमेटिक व्हील चेयर से हमारी जो व्हील चेयर होगी उसकी कॉस्ट कम ही होगी। हमने ऐसे डिज़ाइन किया है।
हमने जो प्रयास असफलताओं और कई समस्याओं के साथ शुरू किया, वही प्रयास हमें अभी छोटी उम्र से हमारा साथ देगा और हम आगे प्रयास करते रहेंगे और आगे बढ़ते रहेंगे।
I wanted to understand what is happening physiologically to me and why stress is happening on a physiological level. That is when one of the doctors very helpfully pointed me to this Harvard Medical School research, wherein there are certain brain regions which become active. It's basically like a switch when a person becomes stressed out. And then that's when I kind of found out that it's not just my issue, it's an issue that 1 in every 3 people face. It's causing diabetes, it's causing chronic pain, it's causing heart issues. People are suffering like anything. I wanted to find out what if there are certain other brain regions which act as a switch for stress alleviation or pleasure, basically. I went into an intense research and exploration mode. then I was like messaging all these doctors and neuroscientists and begging them so that they can kind of help me towards building this technology. That's when slowly we started out, and then slowly other team members came in, doctors came in, neuroscientists joined in from NIMHANS. Sputnik Brain is a brain modulation platform and a metaverse plugin designed to relieve the suffering of stress, giving quick stress alleviation and pleasure in a non-surgical, chemical-free and convenient technology. We'll have to build one solution which gives a very, very biomarker-driven, quick-action stress alleviation. We are now working on how we can build it in a wearable kind of format, priced in such a way that it's available to everyone in the world.
This idea is actually from my personal experience. जो मेरी younger sister है, सौम्या, so उसको mild speech disability है. Lockdown में studies पूरा academic standstill पे आ गया था. इस पे काफ़ी महीने काम किया and finally I was able to make an app. And this is my hostel. हम खेलते भी हैं, हम बातचीत भी करते हैं and हम seminars काफ़ी attend करते हैं जो IIT में होते रहते हैं.
तो ओरिजिनली हमारा जो आइडिया है स्वर, जिसका नाम भी एक हिंदी शब्द को डिनोट करता है. हमारा बेसिकली ऐप क्या है कि इंस्टेड ऑफ पर्सन है जो कि स्पीच थेरेपिस्ट है, बस उसकी जगह आपको इंस्ट्रक्शन देने वाला मोबाइल इंटरफेस रहेगा एंड एवरीथिंग विल बी सेम.
जैसे बच्चों को हम प्रॉम्प्ट करते हैं कि ट्राई स्पीकिंग रा, तो उसमें अब बच्चा ट्राई करेगा. देयर इज़ अ मशीन लर्निंग एम्बेडेड सॉफ्टवेयर इन आवर ऐप. वो एनालाइज करता है कि उसने कितना करेक्ट बोला.
अगर हम लोग को रीजनल लैंग्वेज जैसे हिंदी वगैरह में बनाना है, हिंदी में पढ़ने के लिए, तो बिल्कुल स्क्रैच से शुरू करना पड़ेगा. स्क्रैच से हमें डेटाबेस बनाने पड़ेंगे, फिर डेटाबेसेस को असेंबल करना पड़ेगा.
फैमिली गेव मी अ लॉट ऑफ सपोर्ट इन दिस.
उसके बाद जब सॉल्व फॉर टुमारो के बारे में मैंने उनको बताया कि कंपटीशन है, तो फिर वो लोग और ज़्यादा खुश हुए कि हाँ, एक ऐसी प्रॉब्लम को सुनने के लिए सामने लोग भी तैयार हैं जो इसको अप्रिशिएट करने के लिए तैयार है.
द स्पीच थेरेपी चार्जेज आर ऑलमोस्ट एज हाई एज कि 30 मिनट का वो 1000 से 2000 भी ले लेते हैं जस्ट फॉर कंसल्टेशन. सो जो लोग ये अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते, क्या दे डोंट हैव द राइट फॉर द स्पीच थेरेपी?
I wanted to help humanity in general with this app, so that's what driven me to make this application.
My hobby is solving the problem with the technologies. My hobby is also solving the challenges day-to-day life and with the technologies. We have fight a lot, we have worked together a lot, so this innovation will bring us a close relation together, very close. There is one child in our street, he's called Sundar. One day we find that he has some kind of disabilities. It is a by birth hearing loss. So they have sold their own house in our street and they have treated a Sundar with a hearing aid implant for 1 year. Even though the entire family is not satisfied with the solution. So everything for our innovation is started from our home. But for our research and development, we have been supported under lots of primary stakeholders like ENT, audiologists and scientists across India. They are guided and mentoring us to develop our innovation. So what we are doing, we are avoiding implantation surgery and we are externally giving a transcranial magnetic stimulation. With that, we are providing a non-surgical solution for children. We are also working on the Alpha Pulse. Alpha Pulse is the innovative technology to treat a partially hearing loss patients to break the stigma in their life. The only solution around the world is hearing aid implant, but it is a high risk and high cost associated with the many restrictions. We have overcome all these challenges and invented a world first non-surgical hearing device. No more parents need to drill their children's skull for hearing.